Friday before Christmas. Well, there might be one more Friday, but we are here in Dangan tonight for the Electric Ireland Division 1 hurling final. And we're only on just a couple of minutes, I think, before the throw-in, partly because the lights were off and the players didn't arrive until about 10 minutes ago. I think they were warming up somewhere else, but we definitely have action time now. And it is University of Galway at home against University of Limerick. That is the game that we have here. And I can hear myself actually on speakers, I think, around the place. I don't know what that's about. They seem to be putting the commentary on some sort of tannoy system. I don't know, it's a bit off-putting, but I'll keep going and I'll give you the late changes actually. For University of Limerick, Jerome Hannafy has been given the number 28 jersey. He's a late addition and he is in for 13, in for Philip Wall. That is a brother of Jamie Wall from Kilbrittain in Cork, so he doesn't start. Jerome Hannafy does. And also Christy Brennan is added wearing number 29, and number 30, interestingly, is Garrod O'Connor. So we didn't think that he was going to feature at all, but he is featuring. One change also for University of Galway, and number 10, Adam Clark, does not start. Instead, number 25 starts. That is Alex Kinnair, and he is from Sarsfields. So all 15 for University of Galway are actually from Galway clubs, whereas University of Limerick have, well, Jerome Hannafy has mixed it up a little bit, but I counted earlier 2 Galway, 2 Tip, 2 Cork, 1 Offaly, 1 Clare, 1 Laois and 6 from Limerick. So there's the team for University of Galway. I've given you the change already. Colm Cunningham is captaining the team. Colm from Moycullen, just out the road here. We're on the right road to get out to there. And then your Killian O'Callaghan is Castlegar up the middle. And then Phelan McCann is at number 3. Cormac Kenny in goals from Capitago. And up the field there, look out for Colin Malloy at number 13, Greg Thomas 15, and Ruben Dabbitt wearing number 12. For University of Limerick then, let's have a look at them. Conor Hanley Clark in goals. We've seen him before excelling in the freshers level last year. And then, as I say, a mixture of counties there, and Conor Flaherty from Clare Galway, Carn Moore at number 3, not Oran Moore as it said in the programme, and 2 from Doon and Limerick. That's Cormac Ryan at 7 and number 14 Adam English. And just to reiterate, the number 13 doesn't start, it's Jerome Hannafy in instead. Not sure tactically how all that is going to work. We are on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment there. I'm looking at the jerseys actually, and the maroon jerseys looks almost like a bib the way they have a fade at the bottom there, so it's a little bit off-putting. But as you see, number 25 Alex Kinnair is out there, and number 4 out in the middle of the field as well. So definitely not going with the traditional 8 and 9, whereas UL are going with the 8 and 9. And the referee in the middle is Niall Malone from Clare, and his lines people, Eamon McSivney from Mayo and Alan Tierney from Tipperary. So those are the guys on the line. Feel free to leave a message here for us if you like on the comment in the live chat. So almost ready to start. The Bannister Brian Ryan there, and Brian Spencer already comments, says let's go Hannafy. And lots of interest in this game on this Friday night. There's not much else on a Friday night before Christmas. Conditions perfect. A lot of dew, is it, or wet certainly on the grass, so it's going to be slippy, but other than that, a very firm surface here at this iconic classic colleges venue at Dangan Sporting Facilities. So I'm not sure what the hold up is, but the lines people are getting a few things sorted out, and the referee Niall is in the middle about ready to go. So great entertainment here on a Friday night being provided free from the higher education GAA. And as you see there, the players poised, ready to go. Number 8 is Liam Lean from Claren Bridge. Number 4 is Dan Loftus from Turlough, 2 Galway men from Galway clubs. Representing University of Galway, and a free right away, being questioned, but it is a free right in the middle of the field. And the quality of these guys here, they could put them over on this field from that sort of distance without a problem, straight up the middle as well. And Connor Walsh, I think it is, who has come out in the white helmet to take this. I'm just looking around it, squared away over to the right. 13 and 15 are in there. That's Colin Malloy and Greg Thomas. So an early chance for the first score. little bit quiet here, not much noise from the crowd so far, but a decent crowd building up. I think he's put that to the right and wide, and he has indeed. Didn't really get much height on it, didn't strike that at all like he usually would, didn't get it above the bar level, and tamely off to the right. That'll go down as a missed opportunity. Quick puck out from Conor Hanley Clark from Kilmallock in Limerick on the near the Cork border down there. We saw him, as I say, last year in the Freshers doing extremely well. He had a great game that night. Freezing night that was. I think it was in Clonard, is it, in Laois tonight. Not too bad at all. Can't really complain. It's not freezing. It's certainly not warm, but it's mild for the 15th of December. It's the Electric Ireland Division 1 Hurling Senior Final. We had the football final a few weeks ago. University of Galway won that, so they're going for the double. And that struck along the ground, but that's easy for the boys in maroon. They're working their way out, some nice quick hands there, and then the use of the hurl, and now driven down all the way into the corner of the attack down on the right hand side from us, and that's struck tamely enough. It's going to fall short from Greg Thomas, and Conor Hanley Clark quickly gets it out. Doesn't go for distance this time, goes for accuracy, but that's blocked down. That's good work by Killian O'Callaghan, but it's still is drilled, lovely drill into the hand of Adam English. He gets it away quickly, but I'm not quite sure who's there. It's only the University of Galway defender, and it's Mark Hardyman from Athenry, I think, just out the road from here. This is Patrick Burke from Oranmore Marie. You'll see on the far side there, crowd on the bank here, the famous bank at Dangan, and they've also now got a stand here. Very nice stand over there, and some of the people will really appreciate that, certainly on wet nights, but it's not wet tonight. We did have rain on the way down here, but it has dried up, and there's maybe just a little bit of drizzle up to about half an hour ago. That explains the wet, greasy surface, but other than that, a little bit of a wind, but terrific conditions for the 15th of December. University of Galway trying to break free, and that's going to be a foul. He sort of came across his man there, and the referee instantly said free. This is a similar position to the one in the first 30 seconds. We'll see it again as he comes out here. I think he was trying to get on his right side, and yeah, well, hurl came in as well, and no need at all to do that, but they've given away a free. A little bit back from halfway, as you see in there, you see that stand that a lot of people will appreciate, certainly in the worse weather than tonight. He's just eyeing this one up, got one wrong in the first minute, so he's probably going to give this a bit more to the left hand side, and it looks certainly on target, but it's just dropping in out of the crossbar, and beautifully taken in there, really well watched for University of Limerick, and I think it was the number 5 actually who's got it again, Killian Sampson from Offaly. This is O'Grady, or do you call him O'Grady? Some people will say O'Grady, but anyway, it is Brian O'Grady I'll go with. Kilteely, Drumkeen and Limerick. Cagey start to this game, isn't it? Conor Walsh, 14. Hanafy's available, but he goes into the other corner, drills it in there, and there's room over in that left hand side. He's got out in front really nicely here, trying to offload. No, he's actually going to go for his own score and puts it over. No, he doesn't. He's dropped that one short as well. That's Colin Malloy. And a bit of a scrappy start. Players haven't really got into their groove so far. Oh, well, he's robbed him there. Ruben Davitt did brilliantly to rob his man there, and he's given it out to number 25, Alex Kinnair. And have we now got a score? That's more like it. Well, it's taken nearly 5 minutes. There's games I've seen at fresher level with these kind of players, and by this stage they've already put over 5 or 6 astonishing scores, but it's taken a while here tonight. Maybe it is the conditions, but it's 1-0 for University of Galway. Hurl ends up on the grass. He'll need a towel for that. It'll be a little bit wet, I'd say. That's beautifully taken. It's Killian O'Callaghan. Great work. And then popped into that corner again. It's been fruitful once or twice for them. Colin Malloy comes back inside again. He's got a good strike, and you heard the clash of the ash, but I thought he'd just got it inside the post, but he hasn't. This keeper likes to take it quickly, or as quickly as he's allowed. Oh, and that's beautifully taken as well by O'Grady. And University of Limerick forced to come back. Playing it into the right corner of the attack. And is this their first score of the game? No, it's not. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly a high pace to the game. A lot of great hurlers out there. I mean, some of the best young hurlers in the country on show here. That's broken. Can't really see it too well from my position, to be honest, but I can see that that was definitely a foul. And that's going to be a free for UL. Playing in the white jerseys tonight, and they're managed by Brian Ryan. Ger Downs is the coach, and he has selectors in there as well, Ger Maroney and Adrian Murphy. More of a international group, if you like, with the players from all over different counties. Offaly, Laois, Cork, Clare represented. A couple of Galway men starting as well. Sean O'Hanlon at 12 is Turlockmore, and the other Galway man is number 3, Conor Flaherty, Clare Galway, Carnmore. Here it comes from Adam English, and it's gone to the left and wide, and UL remains scoreless after 7 minutes. And you might think 7 minutes is a long time, but it is in hurling, especially when you have this quality of player. So they have not settled yet, UL. Again, the puck out goes over to that left hand side. Again, there's some sort of a foul. Actually, talking about the spread of counties and going international, University of Galway starting with 15 players from Galway clubs, but in the subs, number 27 is interesting, Liam McKinney from Burt in County Donegal. And they've also got a Clare man there and an Offaly man in the subs. But let's get back to the play, because there's a chance here for University of Galway, and it's the big number 15, Greg Thomas from Castlegarn. He gets past his man rather easily and speeds away and finishes expertly, and that's the best score of the game so far, and that's why they keep trying to put it into that corner. That's where the scores have been coming from. Look how easily he gets past his man here. Lovely burst of speed, leaves him behind, and he had the finish as well. They go short this time, and they find Conor Flaherty, but he's hooked. University of Galway definitely having the better of exchanges. Now they try the left corner. They tried the right corner, it works. Now they're going the other side. They're having quite a bit of joy. I see number 12, Ruben David, is playing very near goal. Has that gone over? It looks like it has from that side. I'm at ground level here, so it's quite hard to see from here, but the flag goes up. And that, as you see it again, is 3 points to no score after 8.5 minutes. Impressive stuff from the home side. Oh, he just got the boss of his hurl to that. That was great work by Hannafy, and now he gets the reward from it and goes for his own score as well. But all come for him, just getting a tap on the puck out. And that is Jeremy Hannafy making it 4-0 after 9 minutes exactly. So where are they going with these puck outs now? They've gone long, they've gone short, and they've been intercepted quite a few times, the last two, and it's got right back on them. So he's no messing this time, just puts it high straight up the middle. But again, it goes straight to the opposition and easily taken in there. Now it's Hannafy now, but it was the number 7, Mark Gill, who caught it first of all. Oh, this is good work. This is Dan Loftus coming through. The Galway man from Turlockmore puts it over, and that's 5-0. And UL are really struggling here to get anything together at all, and the home side are flying. Tempted to say that University of Galway have been given a few presents by the opposition in this festive period. A little bit early. 5-0, 5 points to 0, 5 scores to 0. One-way traffic. This is Conor Cadell from J.K. Brackens in Tipperary. He goes for the diagonal, but Kieran Hanrahan from Loughrea was in there to try and break that, and they seem to be just winning all the break ball. University of Galway. Impressive start by them, or is it a sluggish start by the opposition? I will be checking your comments on the YouTube there. Feel free to comment. Big crowd already, over 500 devices tuned in. That's an effort from distance. Is it going to go over? They could really do with this. They've got it. Quite see where it came from. We'll get another look at it over there, but it is UL at least getting a score, and it was Brian O'Grady who did extremely well to set it up, and from right out on the sideline they are now on the board. Joe Lynch says it's interesting to see Philip Wall at number 13. Well, actually he was due to start but hasn't started. Jeremy Hannafy came in for him. He says Philip remembers him as a classy hurler. There's another score, 5-2. And Cam says Alex Kinnair is 25. Yes, of course he is. I was getting mixed up. It was Hannafy who's coming in. Hannafy is 28. Let me clarify that for you exactly. So University of Limerick, one change from the starting lineup for Philip Wall. Jeremy Hannafy came in at 28. And University of Galway brought in 25 as they go for another score. That's hooked, blocked, and down into the corner where Greg Thomas is trying to get free again. He's already scored one impressive score off his left side, but he puts this one all the way back out to Dan Loftus with a hand pass. Then it's Conor Walsh, and that should be over. He got a little bit of room and he has put it over, and it's 6-2. Just to clarify that, to finish that clarification, 25 for University of Galway is indeed Alex Kinnair. I think I got mixed him up with Hannafy a few minutes ago there. So University of Galway's Alex Kinnair was the one out on the side here who got the hurl to the puck out and then put it over. 6-2. Although our scoreboard has it 5-3, I think it's 6-2, is it not? We'll check that for you. So 12 and a half minutes gone. Eventually it emerges again as a University of Galway ball. This is Alex Kinnair, the 25. And he had plenty of room there, but he's missed that one. He's put it to the left and he's put it wide. Cormac Ryan, number 7 from Doon. This is Brian O'Grady again. And has he got it? No, he hasn't. He's put it to the left and he's put it wide. Patrick Burke is 5. Colin Cunningham, the captain, is 6 from Moycullen. Look how hard the forwards are working for University of Galway. And have they succeeded? Trying to turn that one over. But UL do manage to come out, and they've lifted their game the last 3 or 4 minutes. That's much better. He's put it right in towards the danger area, but it's put it too far to the right and it's gone wide. One more, Mark, that's it. A lot of these puckouts are going to that far side, as you can see. But UL now starting to win a few of them. Oh, and this could be dangerous. It could even be a run on goal here. No, he's forced to go back out to Sean O'Hanlon, one of the Galway men playing against University of Galway, and he's put it over, and that's much better for UL. Really well worked, and they have come alive in the last couple of minutes, UL, as we approach the end of the first quarter. 5-4 on our scoreboard. I definitely thought it was 6-2 a couple of minutes ago. And there is number 28, Jeremy Hannafy. The real Jeremy Hannafy. Here he goes. Wearing number 28, and that's great work by him. And he's given it to Adam English. Good speed from him. Comes back out. This should be another point. That should be easy for Hannafy, and it is. First quarter ends. Scores level. Amazing how a game can change so quickly in 3 or 4 minutes. A bit of a drizzle now as well. I can just feel the rain starting to pick up a little bit. Of course, the real business of the Fitzgibbon is going to be after Christmas, but these two colleges have been going at it at this level in hurling for the last few years, and they will want to set down a marker for after Christmas. And there's also the small matter of a cup to be won here tonight as well. A lot of the business seems to be over that far side, so makes it a little bit hard to see from here, to be honest. I'm at ground level, the camera's up nice and high, but so you're maybe seeing things a little bit better than me over that far side. 16 minutes gone then, and it continues to be over on that far side, and the rain is making a little bit tricky as well. But UL just seem to be a little bit sharper. They've definitely lifted their game the last 5 minutes, but that one could be turned over, and is turned over, and it's University of Galway through Colm Cunningham. He slides there, puts that one down into the corner, and he's looking for the big fella again, and he fancies this again. He's given it plenty of height, but I don't think he's got the distance, Greg Thomas, and he hasn't, but you can see he fancied it again. He's got that familiar turn into the left. You can see what he's doing, but it's not so easy to stop it. And that's an economical turn and finish by Donnacha O'Daly from Monaleen in Limerick, making it 6-5. And there you go, the game is completely turned around. There was me concerned about UL being slow to start, and now they lead.
You're there, Colm, you're there. That's it.
Cunningham again, the captain. His team made such a good start. Again, it's away over the far side. Most of the hurling. Oh, and that's gone over the head of Brian O'Sullivan, Corkman from Canturk. So a chance here for an equaliser for Dan Loftus, but he's put it wide. He goes short. Man in space for UL is their number 5 Sampson. And that's bounced off the top of 2 hurls through to the goalkeeper, Cormac Kenny from Capitagle. This is Conor Walsh. Turns nicely onto his left hand side and puts it in to the danger area. Oh, and it's nearly taken by Greg Thomas, but great defending. Trying to see who it was actually. It might have been Ross Hayes from Crusheen who got in there, but it was good one-on-one defending from UL, and they definitely have stood up, and they are being counted now after a slow start to this game. Scrap for the ball. A lot of the scraps were won by University of Galway early on, and they've won that one as well, and yet again they go down into that left corner, and that is Thomas all the way over there, but the ball goes over the line. So nearly 19 minutes gone then in this Electric Ireland Division 1 Hurling League Final at Dangan Sporting Facilities in Galway. Friday, December 15th. 10 days to Christmas. 6 points to 5.
Cover, man!
Oh, and that's good work by O'Daly again, but he's hooked. He's got company from 2 men now. Oh, and Hannafy goes for a score there despite being on his knees. Doesn't get it, but there might still be a score, and I think it's going over, and it is indeed. And that's Sean O'Hanlon. And that is persistence personified from UL there. They've really lifted their game, and that's a super score, and almost 20 minutes gone, they're 2 up. University of Galway goes short for a change, but then it goes long. Doesn't seem like the ball's been down here for a while, but Liam Lean has it nearly over the sideline, nearly in the Carib, but he still gets it away. So they scored 5 points in the first 6 or 7 minutes. Haven't scored since. That is going to be a chance for them to get a score, though. It was excellent play by Colm Malloy, and he got fouled by Conor Flaherty. And the referee, Niall Malone, really, as you see, had no choice really but to give that. Keep the comments coming, please, on the live chat there on YouTube. Let me know what you're thinking of the game, or as somebody very kindly pointed out to me, Alex Kinnear is 25. Thanks for that. And anything else you want to comment on this Friday night? This is Conor Walsh from Turletmore. So his clubmate just scored at the other end a minute ago, Sean O'Hanlon from the same club, as is Dan Loftus, the number 4 for University of Galway. So this to give University of Galway a first score in quite a while and bring it back to a point. Should be easy enough for a right-sider. Has he got that? I'm not quite sure. I always like to wait for the flag, and it does come. Just inside the post. They've gone to that dark side again. People in the stand have a good view. A lot of the hurling is happening over there. Brian O'Sullivan, surrounded by maroon jerseys, goes to grounds. UL working ferociously to get the ball, but they can't get it because O'Grady has done well there. And then Brian O'Sullivan, or rather Kieran Hanrahan, that is, from Loughrea, the number 9 for University of Galway, and they get their free. So yeah, Brian O'Sullivan from Canturk and Cork. And the other Cork man is Philip Wall, but he has not started. And there's a Cork man in the subs for University of Limerick. That's Dara Maher from Ahada in East Cork, over towards Middleton, down on the road to Youghal. Now, where's this one going? And again, it's UL. Oh, and hold on, they may not have it because Colin Malloy got us hurled to that. And now serious pressure on Ross Hayes. But Ian Shanahan, the leash man actually, from Ballinakil, does well for UL, wearing number 4 for them tonight. They go from left to right. Now, where's he going? Is he going short or is he going for... Well, he's going cross field, is he? Going down into that right corner and spinning it down there. And I'm having to step forward to see where that one's going. And it was great defending again, but the clearance not so good. This is Kinnair. It was actually Mark Gill who did well in the corner in the race for possession, and another free given for University of Galway. In this area of the pitch, that seems to have happened quite a lot, but they did fight hard to earn that free. UL defence have really upped their game. That's Conor Cadell, who's done good work to get it up into the forwards and then said, you do the rest, and they have done the rest. 8 points to 6, that's a really good score. That was a ball from Cadell, and this was the finish. 24 minutes gone and they restore their 2-point gap. Now the play comes over this side a little bit, that's better. In fact, the slither bounces off the hurling, goes over the sideline, and it's going to be a Galway ball for Mark Gill, the number 7. Actually, he's going to leave it. Now it's a lot closer. In fact, so close I could nearly go over and kick that slither. It's the number 8, Liam Lee. Great connection. Oh, beautiful. Well, I thought he was going to catch it there, Greg Thomas. That would have been poetry in motion, but it just bounced out of his grasp. And UL winning most of the exchanges in the last 15 minutes of this game, and that's why they lead by 2. They've turned it round from, well, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was 5-0 down or so, but they now lead by 2. Another free in, and a good bit closer this time, not in the area I was talking about, and this very scoreable. UL's number 5, Sampson, is running back to his own goals. He's the man that they trust under the post with the goalkeeper, and in fact he caught one under the crossbar earlier on. 25 minutes gone then. Rain has stopped, I'm glad to say. He's just trying to judge the wind, I think, but there isn't really anything to talk about. Takes his time. Just to bring it back to a 1-point game. Looks good to me from there, and it is good right over the black spot, or is that a maroon spot, of course, here in Dangan. Hanley Clark from Kilmallock in Limerick Likes to go to the right side a lot. I know he's actually fooled me and maybe tried to fool the opposition. He's put it right down the middle. And it's brilliantly taken. And this is Sean O'Hanlon again. He scored 1 point a few minutes ago. Looking for another. Actually leaves it off. Donegal O'Daly looking to pick it up, but they don't. They're still persisting though. And he crashed right into Phelan McCann. And that is going to be a free out. And McCann from Clarenbridge felt that certainly. And has got a free. Actually, the man down is Sean O'Hanlon. That's a sore one. So talking of the subs, by the way, to give a quick mention now that we've got a bit of a minute for University of Galway. Peter Holohan, number 16. James Bradley, 17 from Moycullen. Peter Holohan, by the way, is from Kilkenny, from Ballyraggart. 18, Cian Daniels from Tommy Larkins. 19, Cathal Walsh from Ardrahan. 20, Darren Neary from Castlegar. 21, Sean Gilligan from Crawwell. 22, Niall Martin. 23, Ben Haverty. 24, Sean Burke. 25 is on the field, that's Alex Kinnair. 26, Gavin Lee from Clarenbridge. 27, the Donegal man. And that is Liam McKinney from the famous Burt Club up there. Now, where's that one going? Watching the umpires again, it's gone wide. 28 is Charlie Mitchell, Offaly man. 29, Tommy Fahy from Tubber and Clare. Those are the Galway subs. Rain's just picked up a little bit. We'll say rain, it's a drizzle. Nothing to worry about. Beautifully taken. And that's the number 10, Max Hackett, Tipperary man. Gets a shot away, but it's gone wide again. Right, the goalkeeper, it's Cormac Kenny. He really does favour that left-hand side, but it's gone to O'Daly. And he is coming right back at him with interest. But he gets hooked. And University of Galway through Colm Cunningham. Get it away. But right underneath it, it is, I think that's Conor Flaherty, isn't it? Goes short, looking for Hannafy. Off he goes with a slither on his hurl. Good work from him. And goes for a score, actually. That's ambitious from there, but it goes well to the left and it goes wide. Now, this goalkeeper, as I say, has been favouring the left-hand side. Maybe go right this time, will he? He does. Well, up the middle and slightly to the right, yeah. And he's looking for the big fella, Greg Thomas, who got the great score. But it's well defended again by Mark Gill, or rather by Cormac Ryan and Ross Hayes. Limerick and Clareman combining. Rain's just getting a little bit heavier. Oh, down in that right corner. Just trying to see what's happening over there. Referee's blowing his whistle. Ball must have gone over the line. University of Limerick subs then. Stephen O'Halloran, Galway man actually, is number 16 from Crawwell. 17, Dermot Hegarty from Limerick. 18, Ben Hurley. 19, Stephen Brown, Tipperary. 20, Rory Furlong from Rowanmore and Waterford. And 21, Killian McDermott from Clare Castle in Clare. Actually, it didn't go wide. It was at a... What is a decision, actually? The referee's over on that far corner. I'm not quite sure. Is it a 65? Anyway, I'll carry on. 22, Conor O'Dwyer from Cashel. 23, Jason O'Donoghue from Gort. 24, Peter Power, Newmarket on Ferguson, Clare. 25, Mike Fitzpatrick from Drummond-Inch. 26, Connell Moran from Shannon Rovers. 27, Dara Maher from Ahada. And then they added a few to that list. Oh, brilliantly taken. That's Greg Thomas from Castlegar. Off he goes. Scored one beautiful point already. He's just lost his way there, though, and lost the slither after some great approach work. And that's sort of been the way things have gone for University of Galway. They've kind of lost their way. And UL getting stuck in right in front of us here, mucking in and giving as much as he can. And look at that, brilliant work there by Brian O'Sullivan. But now he's taking a hit, and there's another hit goes in, and it was from Brian O'Grady. And it was on Patrick Burke, and his teammates did not like that, and the referee has blown his whistle. It's getting hot, it's getting feisty out there, it's getting tasty, as you can see. And there is the hit. Now, was that legal? Referee says no. But it's tough stuff out there, and that's what we've come to see. That's what we like to see. Of course, not the illegal stuff, but we like them getting stuck in. These are top hurlers. So just to finish those subs, by the way, for University of Limerick. They named 3 more to the programme. So Jeremy Hannafy came in at 28. He started. Christy Brennan at 29. And Garrod O'Connor wearing 30. I wonder will we see him tonight for UL. So yellow card for Brian from Kiltilly, Drumkeen and Limerick. Well, Mark Gill looks like he might take that, but he's been told to go on ahead. And Alex Kinnair from Sarsfields instead will take it. 1 point in it. Drop this in and around the house, I would imagine. Or has it gone to the right? It looks to have gone to the right, and it has tamely gone to the right. And University of Galway 1 point down in 32nd minute. And is that half time? Yep, it's half time in the 32nd minute, 31 minutes 16 seconds. Entertaining enough first half, got a little bit feisty at the end, but no real goal efforts to talk about. Interesting start by University of Galway. Started extremely well. I make it they went about 5 up, but when UL got going, they had the measure of them, and they really put in some tough challenges and got really well involved in the game, and they now lead by a point, and that is the score. We have it at half time. Is that a score with you? The other way around? Just checking it, and I've been told it's 8-7 to University of Galway. It is hard here because they don't have a scoreboard, and that is the University. Now it is the University of Galway telling me that, but they are going out to check with the referee, so we'll hold on before we take a break. There he is going out, so he's checking, and it is indeed, he's pointing, yes. So it is University of Galway leading by 8 points to 7 at half time. Sorry about that. I did think they had 6 earlier on. But sorry for misleading you a little bit. That happens at college level sometimes, especially as I say when they don't have the scoreboard. So there you go. That's the score at half time. University of Galway 8 points. University of Limerick 7 points. But doesn't really matter in hurling terms. That's nothing. We'll be back with the second half in about 5 or 6 minutes time. That'll give us time to clean the lens and take a little bit of drizzle off it, and we will be back shortly. weather has got a little bit nastier here in Dangan, but I've seen it a lot nastier here over the years and a lot colder, and for the 15th of December we're not going to complain. Substitution there related by Jeff Linsky. I think he said Gavin. So is that Gavin Lee from Clarenbridge, number 26? We'll pick that up in a minute, but let's get on with the game now, because the referee Niall Malone from Clare has put it in there, and that's Colin Cunningham, the number 6, who's captaining University of Galway tonight, who lead by a point at half time. Just to be clear, 1 point ahead, as clarified by Mike O'Connor. Thanks to him for that. And even with local bias, we still believe him because he checked with the referee. That's an easy one for Hanley Clark, the goalkeeper for University of Limerick, but Patrick Burke might put it back over his crossbar, and he does. And that's a 2-point lead now for University of Galway. And we will keep a close eye on the scores in this second half. Just passed there by the linesperson, Eamon McSivney from Mayo, although I know him better from London for many years. He would have been officiating there for many years at the All Britain Championships, known as the ABCs, but good to see him on the line here tonight in the rain. This is Conor Walsh. Instead of going for his own score, he puts it in there, looking for Greg Thomas. Support coming from Killian O'Callaghan. And that's one of the things you find at colleges games. All the supporters move forward right over to the sideline, and you can't see what's going on down to the left, but I can see what's going on now, and that could be a free out for Conor Cadell, but he doesn't need it. Or does he? No, he doesn't. And here we go now. Crossfield ball, diagonal cut out by Patrick Burke for Galway. And that one drilled perfectly into the hand. Beautiful ball, and well taken as well. And it is indeed the 26th Gavin Lee that I was talking about, and this is the 6th captain, Colin Cunningham. Has he nailed it? Oh, he's just put it to the left. Great approach work, great move, but didn't have the finish to match. That's cold and a little bit miserable, but the game, the play, the action is certainly not miserable. These are fantastic players, fantastic athletes and talents. And there's a prime example. He's just got that just inside the post. And that is Hanafy, Jerome Hanafy for University of Limerick, getting it back to 9-8. Game has picked up a level in the second half. That's why I'm enjoying it more. Definitely started to go for it in this second half. Sometimes happens after the break. Referee has a word, managers have a word, and tell them just to lift it a little bit. It does the trick. That's put back out to Patrick Burke, but didn't take it at the first time of asking, and he's got a grab of his opponent's jersey, but the referee doesn't see it. Conor Walsh comes away with it, feeds it back out to Dan Loftus. He instantly goes for the right corner, but it's going to come back. UL are going to clear that. Really good close contest this. I know there's other players to come back after Christmas, and Fitzgibbon, they always say it's different, but this is a real closely fought contest tonight. Maybe the conditions are a bit of a leveler. This is good from Adam English. Goes for his score, and he's got to pull it. No, he tried to pull in it on the ground, Max Hackett, but wasn't able to. But it's still in. Still a chance for UL. And that's blocked down rather easily, and it was Dan Loftus who did that. So UL repelled there. Oh, lovely little dink inside. Alex Kinnair wearing 25, but he did start the game. Almost hooked by Coughlin, but still gets it away. But doesn't get it over the bar, and the goalkeeper Hanley comes out, deals with it. I thought it was 9-8. I thought we went to 9-8 a minute ago. Sorry to be confusing again about the score line, but I thought there was a score there for UL a minute ago. It made it 9-8. No scoreboard, as I say here. And the rain is coming down, making visibility a little bit tricky. This is Adam English. He's working extremely hard, going for a score, but he's put it to the right and he's put it wide. You can't be hard on the players at all in these conditions, as I say. The rain hasn't been heavy, but enough to make the slither and the hurls very greasy. But look at that for commitment. This is Gavin Lee, who came on at half time, and he does well there to force the ball towards the UL goal. Help from Patrick Burke. Looking for a score that would take University of Galway into double figures. But this is what happens now when the ball doesn't get free. A few rucks here and there, and then we get a run. Oh, and that's a good ball right in front. That's a dangerous one, and Colin Malloy turns his man and he gets a tug. Surely referee gives great advantage. Well done by the referee. Now he brings it back. That's going to be a free in, and this should be a score. Colin Malloy, by the way, from, I'm going to try and pronounce this, is it Kilnadima in Leitrim? Maybe someone will let me know there on the live chat on the YouTube. Feel free to do that. 5 minutes gone in the second half, and it's been a really busy start to the second half. The pace definitely upped, and Conor Wad's looking to put this over. University of Galway looking to go into a 2-point lead again. Should do. And by the way, Galway, when they were known as UCG, won their first Division 1 hurling in 1976. UL won their first in 1990. Rain is coming into our camera lens and into my glasses as well, making visibility difficult. Don't have any cover here in Dangan, although I do on the far side. And that lovely little stand that they put up there. Get a few nice tidbits of information from Jack Devaney actually. Probably from the Donald McAnallen book, and he says Pat Fleury, former Offaly All-Ireland winner, was the 1976 captain. Cyril Farrell, Joe Connolly, who's who, and former GAA president Joe McDonough were on the team. They won the double. Great information. It was actually, I'll tell you what, I have a little tidbit of my own, but I'll just keep it because let's follow the play here. That's UL through Killian Sampson. Need some tissue here to clear my own lens, never mind the camera. I really can't see over that far side too well. Numbers very tricky, but I can't see that UL have the ball at the minute, and they lead by 2.7 minutes in. Now they've come over to my side, thankfully. It's Conor Flaherty. Low one. Now can he get a turn? Can he get a run? He can't. Mark Hardyman proves to be indeed a Hardyman from Athenride as well, and that's going to be a free. It's a high one, and he protests and says he didn't really mean it like that. He came down, and that was Donico Daly, but he is going to be penalised there. Yeah, my little tidbit, there was somebody before the game actually came along, and Mike O'Connor says that fella there was the only Galway man to win an All-Ireland in the 90s, the entire 90s, because he went to Wexford for a while. I'm sure a few people out there will know of him. I can't remember what he said his name was. Obviously it's a great quiz question. The rain very heavy now, as you can see in the shot there with the floodlights. And they are flooding the lights, and there is a good score, and that's going to take it to a 3-point lead 8 minutes in. That's Hanley Clark in a hurry to get it up the field. And UL not in their usual way of playing, shall we say. It's not really like them tonight. They did liven up after the first 5 or 6 minutes, but it's University of Galway who started the second half really, really well, and that might be another score. And indeed it is, brilliantly taken. I think it was O'Callaghan who got it. Let's have another look at it. Oh, beautiful turn. Nice bit of speed as well. Left his man for dead. Good score. Now I'm just applying the tissue to my own lens. That should help a little bit, but the rain has just got a lot heavier in the last 5 or 6 minutes, making it tricky for the players, never mind for the cameraman. But it's a 4-point lead now.
Charlie, let's go. Killian.
And Tag Morley tells me Kilnadeem and Leitrim is a club in Galway. Of course it is. Saw that earlier and I was wondering about that. They're called Leitrim, but they're in Galway. Yeah, so all 15 who started for University of Galway tonight are actually from Galway clubs.
Alex.
That's where I love the live chat. People can correct me or give me a little bit of information for everybody else, so feel free to leave a comment there. So it's a nasty one here now in Dangan, but if you're going to win this, you're going to have to grind it out in these conditions. 10 days before Christmas. UL 4 points down. That's the biggest gap there has been in the game. So this to bring it back to 3. I'm sure he got a towel there to clean the hurl and get a clean connection on it. Would have dried the hurl as well, and he does. And it's back to a 3-point game. Connor Flaherty did it as well there. Just read that one beautifully. Picked up the pieces for UL. And really, it's a bit of a lottery out there now. It could go anywhere. The ball's just spinning. Players playing at such a fast pace, but the sliotar just spinning off hurls and hands all over the place. So the last 19-20 minutes here will be a lot about grit and determination and not wanting to lose. Put down a marker for the new year. Now he's nearly over the sideline there, and that is a fantastic score. And I think it was Gavin Lee from Claren Bridge who only came in at half time, was it? Over on that far side. I'm trying to see the number as he spins around now. It's certainly 20 something, but a great score from nearly over on the bank, nearly in the new stand. 13-8. Actually, it was 28 who got the score. It was Jerome Hannafy who also went in and made that block. So that's 2 great contributions from Hannafy. And that one has gone right across. That's what I was talking about. The ball could just spin off. And there might even be a goal here. They might punish them, and they do. Oh, that's tough on the defence in these conditions. But it was a ruthless, ruthless finish. And I think it was Alex Kinnair wearing 25. But he started the game, and he wasn't going to miss from there. 113 plays 9, and that's a 7-point lead now for the home team. And now have distance between the teams. And it's been put up to UL. 7 points down. Can he turn this round? It's mainly one-way traffic at the minute. And that's going to go over the line. And look at that, the players right through the crowd and onto the path as well. That's colleges hurling for you in this traditional classic venue. Through the crowd and over the line. That's how close you can get to the play here. And these are some of the top players in the country. That's the amazing thing about colleges. You get some of the best players who could be playing in Croke Park in front of 82,000 one day, and then they're playing here for their colleges the next. On a drizzly Dangan December evening. And they're all pumped up and giving it everything. In fact, they're so close they could nearly knock over the monitor in front of me here, or pass by me. That's number 28, that's Jerome Hannafy again. He does well there. He gets fouled, obviously, as you saw. It's going to be a free. A chance for UL to get a much needed score. Adam English just waiting here because there's a substitution for UL. And trying to see the numbers changing. Quite hard to see them on those white jerseys, especially from a distance, and especially when they don't turn round. But it's definitely a change in defence. It may be the number 2, Connor Cadell, who has gone off. He was caught for that goal a few minutes ago. Very unfortunate for him. And that's gone low, and it's gone towards goal, but maybe the conditions had an effect there. But I'd have thought he'd been going for the point there, but it dropped well short. Overcarrying, says the referee. Free in, and this is a much easier chance for Adam English to get the point that I was saying his team needed. I might have got Hannafy mixed up with Kinnair again. The 28s and 25s a few minutes ago for the goal, or just before the goal, but it was definitely Kinnair who scored in. And this is definitely Adam English. Easy from there. Gets it back to a 6-point game. Still a long way back. Yeah, and Pablo has just caught on to that. He says Hanafi is UL, not Galway. Yeah, you're right. Spotted that myself. They both actually started wearing 25 and 28, and we just got the information at the very last minute, so apologies for that. This is Colin Cunningham. His team playing much better in the second half, and so is he. And I think that is his first score of the game. Castlegarman does really well in a little bit of space there. And it's 7 points in it again as we hit the 3/4 mark. Rain continuing to come down heavily, and it looks to be going from left to right, and so are UL, and they're trying to go for goal, but goalkeeper does well, but it's still in there, it's still available. UL maybe trying to go for goal at this point, a little bit early, but we're a long way back, as I said. This is Hanafi, and that's another point to get it back to 6. And the rain is probably the heaviest it's been so far, and as I say, it's going from left to right. It's messy. It's turning into a dismal evening here in Dangan, but not for the home team. They won't mind. Leading by 6 with 14 to go. Well, one at the back there for UL. They do need to tighten up at the back. Maybe that's why they made a change. Ross Hayes is number 6. This is Coughlin, their captain from Ballybrown in Limerick. But it's University of Galway driving forward once again. They have had all the momentum and drive in the second half and looking for another score, and they've got it, and that's one of the best in their game in the second half. Really well worked and well finished. I think it was Kinnair again. 25s and 28s have been mixing me up, but I think it was Kinnair. But it's definitely a score for University of Galway, and they're keeping Limerick at arm's reach here. They've got that 7-point lead and they're maintaining it. UL trying, digging in there for a little bit of gold or a goal. Looks like they might need one at this point. They've got it out to Conor Flaherty, and he just takes his point. Wise option. 47 minutes gone. A little bit of silly stuff down in front of us, but the ball comes out right down in front of us, beautifully taken on the stick, and that is Gavin Lee. Gives it back to Liam Lean, both from the Claren Bridge club. And is that another score? Well, it was made in Claren Bridge and it was finished beautifully, and it's 1-16, and they're really turning on the style in the second half. The University of Galway really upped their game, and it's been a really impressive 17-18 minutes, and they may even have taken themselves out of sight. There's 18 for University of Limerick. That's the man who came in, Ben Hurley from Castletown, Ballygran rather, in Limerick. Oh, wayward hurl there. I felt that Dan Loftus around the knee area, and you cannot do that, and I'm sure as we watch it again that there was no real intention there, but he's still going to see yellow. A few more tidbits of information for you. Thanks, Jack. UL lost the league final in late 1990 to UCC, but won on an objection, as UCC had played a lad who was also working as a lecturer. That's great stories from back in the day. The UCC player was reinstated for the Fitzgibbon Cup, and in the Fitzgibbon semi-final, UCC got revenge with a big win. UL objected again, but it was dismissed. The stories from back in the day. Thanks for that. Hopefully not too many of them these days, and hopefully none this year. My Conor Walsh for University of Galway. "49 minutes nearly gone." Camera's a good angle of this one. He's put it to the left though, hasn't he? He's missed it. Stays a 7-point game. Trying to see through my rain-sodden glasses, but I don't think I could tell you what's going on in there anyway. If I could. Oh, eventually Colin Coughlin comes away with it. Gets onto his left side and goes for his own score. Ambitious from there, but he can do that sort of thing, but not in these conditions.
Go with the hands. Go with the hands.
I think there's another 28 on the field. Is that what's causing the confusion? Yep, 28 for Galway is on the field. So 28 for them is Charlie Mitchell. They slip on the subs here and you don't see the numbers, but unusual to have two 28s. So if he's in the field, and there he is, of course. There he is, 28. That's Charlie Mitchell, not Hanafi. He's the other 28, if you follow. 116 plays 12 then. University of Galway have all the answers at the minute, and that's Kieran Hanrahan, sideline looking for a foul for that challenge, but they're not getting it. And this is a chance for a score for UL as a result, and they take it. And they get it back. They're trying to age back into this. 116 plays 13. But it's been 6 or 7 points, and every time they get it back to 6, University of Galway have got another, and that's beautifully arrowed down into the corner past two defenders, and they might get that 7 score. No, I think it's going to go to the right. It's going to drop short actually. Still could go anywhere. Goalkeeper I think has lost it. He's scrambling to get back and does well in the end, and he's going to get us free out. I said there was no breeze, but there is now. We put something over our monitor to try and protect it. It's been blown away. So what was it talking about? Mild conditions at the start of the night. It's got nasty. 9 minutes to go. And at University of Galway have coped best in the conditions in this second half. In particular, and they get a free as well. Adam English has won that one. And by the way, I was trying to check this earlier, and Jack has just confirmed for me that University of Galway, previously known as UCG and NUIG, have never won the Football Hurling League double. So this could be a little bit of history tonight. They won the Ryan Cup a few weeks ago. Number 13. Is that Philip Wall for UL, who's in the play now? See, they sneak these subs on over in there, coming from the far side, which I can hardly see. So it looks like, yeah, Philip Wall is in there now. He was in having a word with the referee, and he's trying to encourage his team for one last lift in the last 10 minutes here to get his team going. So Philip didn't start the game, but he's in there now. So 6-point game, as it has been a few times, and every time they get it to 6 it's gone to 7. Not on this occasion though. It's UL getting it out as far as Cormac Ryan, but very hard to play quality hurling in these conditions. So in a way they're kind of suiting University of Galway at the minute. It's got worse as the second half has gone on, and they've got better. That's a low one, drilled, and hold on, it could be picked up, and there's a wayward hurl, and again Wall gives it a little fist pump and says, come on lads, this isn't over yet. And the referee will want to have a word. And as you can see on our camera shot there, the rain still heavy and coming into our camera lens. I've cleared it from my own glasses, and we'll need to clear it from there as well for you, but you can see that in the yellow helmet there, it is the UL number 14, Adam English. And oh, he put it wide. Again, I'm not going to be hard on him in these conditions, but they really needed that to go over, and normally he would have put that over very easily, but he hasn't.
Right, Connor's up.
4 of them go up for it, and it spills, and it's beautifully knocked away actually, and it was Greg Thomas who got in there with a little flick. And there is Charlie Mitchell, the awfully man, number 28. Just to be clear, goalkeeper has it. Connor Hanley Clark goes for distance, gets it up there. They really could do with a goal at this point, UL, but it would take something special, and Jeremy Hanafi might provide it. Well, he gets a point anyway. Route 1 approach, and it worked, and they do get it back now to a 5-point game. Is there time? Is there a chance here? Nicely taken by Hanafi.
Alex, ref! Alex, go with me. Lead.
Substitution for UL. 6 has gone off. 22 has come on. So Ross Hayes has gone off, and 22 is Conor O'Dwyer from Cashel. Number 8 has come off for University of Galway. That's Liam Lean, and he's been replaced by Adam Clark from Crowell, and he's wearing 10. Didn't start the game. He was named at 10 but didn't start, so he's in there now. So if you see 10, he's actually a substitute. 15 is Greg Thomas from Castlegar. Big hand pass, and he searches for an opponent. Referee gives advantage, but they go on because there might have been a goal chance there. Good refereeing, and now they get the free. And this will be a point for University of Galway. They're trying to get the towel in quickly for him. Sounds like a boxing term, doesn't it? Throwing in the towel, but immediately the free was awarded. They shouted, "Get the towel in, get the towel in." And off he goes, running in with the towel. Probably coming into your shot now, and I think the referee will give a little bit of time for that. Well, actually he's not. They've decided not to throw the towel in. It's close enough, and he should be able to put it over, and he does.
Collie, come on, let's go, Collie, let's go.
56 minutes gone then, 4 minutes to go.
Connor split to 2.
And it's back to a 6-point lead.
No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Look the rule up. I am not allowed to fit.
Strong running, but over carrying by Patrick Burke. This is a chance for UL to get it back to a 5-point game again, but they're not really making any serious headway, are they? So coming up to the close of this game, well, let's stay on for the presentation after it, and be interested at this point in your player of the match. Who do you think has been the best player? Give me a contender or two. Leave it on the live chat there for me. This is Coughlin. They could do with a goal, and they're not even going to get a point. Not happening for UL tonight, is it? UL's 26 is in there as well. I see Conal Moran from Shannon Rovers in Tipperary. He's in there now as well. So lots of subs coming into the play.
Get the break in front.
But it's University of Galway with a really useful lead. But hold on, that's good work by Colin Coughlin, and he just feeds it out. Looking for Sampson and gets it, but ball just evaded him for a second and he was forced to go back. Now the route one, and that could go just about anywhere, and Philip Wall is on it. If he'd been able to just scoop that up, but he wasn't. Might have opened up. And here is that number 10, Adam Clark, in the play now for University of Galway, and they clear their lines, and it's way over on that right hand side, and it's almost impossible to see from here over to there, but it is definitely a free for UL. That's coming back down the field. It's really misty and murking here by the banks of the Corrib. And the decision, I can see a flag going from left to right, so it's a UL ball. Somebody getting treatment as well, so there's going to be a little bit of a break there. Connor says Jeremy Hannafy for player of the match. Yeah, it's a good shout. Alex Kinnair, I think, played well too. Any other contenders there that you want to pick out for us? I suppose University of Galway at this stage will be looking at claiming player of the match. Usually comes from the winning team, not always, but they've certainly been very sound for most of the game, and in defence they've had certainly quite a few heroes. A battling, tough night for them in these conditions. I don't know how clearly you can see, but this is a free for UL. They just put it into the goal area, and they're trying to burst their way through, but they're going to get a free. And the referee is saying, hold on, calm everybody down, I'm coming over. But players starting to face off, and the referee has now brought it over to the middle. And he's going to calm it all down a little bit, but tempers been lost in the last few minutes of this game. Last minute, actually. Last minute of normal time. 6 points in it. So even a goal now might not be enough, but they're certainly going to have to go for it. And Coughlin has taken over the duties. He's getting instruction from the sideline. Might be too late, but Coughlin, 3 All-Ireland medals, came on a sub in the first one, goes for a score, goes low and has to, and he's got it. He's got a goal. Maybe it's not over yet, and Coughlin, just as we go over into added time, has got a goal and brought it back to a 3-point game. And in these conditions, I'm not sure anybody wants extra time, but we would be heading there if UL managed to get another quick goal. Another little wipe of the glasses, and the ball again over on that far side. So if you're in the stand, I'm sure you have a nice view of this. Where's it going to go? UL and the white really need to win it. They don't at University of Galway, who emerge with it and a foul. Free for them, and that is the number 26 indeed, Gavin Lee, who did great work there and has won an important free for them. Going into the second minute of added time then. And this is just relieving that little bit of pressure and might just see University of Galway over the line. I don't think we'd have any stoppages, did we? And on the end of the first half, he only played, I think, a minute and about 12 seconds. So if he puts this over, that'll be 4 in it, you'd imagine. That'll do that. This is Conor Walsh. Turlough Sean O'Hanlon on the opposition from the same club. That's what you get at colleges level. It's gone to the right and it's gone wide. Well, there's still a chance then. Don't think there'll be too much time at all, but the ball comes out really quickly, as you would expect. And they need to get a break here, UL, and get up towards goal. Well, they have it. Or do they? The referee says free out, free to University of Galway. That should definitely do it. The tile's coming in again, and I don't mean the tile's been thrown in by UL, I mean the tile's coming in for the free taker. And you see the man in the shot there with the fluorescent bottoms of his trousers, if you like, and applying the tile there and helping out Alex Kinnair. And actually they're switching free takers, aren't they? Just killing a second or two. And this is Mark Hardyman. Gives it long into the corner. They're not going to get a score. Keep it in play. Put it down there. UL have it though. Is there time? It's going to take a bit of a miraculous effort in these conditions for UL to save this one from 6-7 points down. But this is Gavin Lee again. He's had a good second half and he's won a free for his team. And that should just about do it, I would imagine. Brian says thanks for the broadcast. You're welcome, Brian Spencer. And just a word for Higher Education GAA for making this game available on the 15th of December on a Friday night. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching. We're well over 700 devices, so great to be able to bring it to a lot of people all over Ireland and beyond. 10 days before Christmas. Top quality hurling, even though the conditions are murky and difficult. So 64th minute, almost into the 65th. And Conor Walsh from Turlough in Galway has a chance to finish the job. 117 plays 114, an entertaining game all night, and this should just put the icing on the cake for University of Galway. It's Conor Walsh, and indeed he's made it a 4-point game, and really that should be just about that. The referee, Niall Malone from Clare, looks at his watch. We play on, no, there might still be a chance for UL, but now they need 2 scores. And it's hard to see that coming, but they're heading in the right direction. Persistence, if anything. They're certainly trying their best and not giving up, are they, UL, right to the end. Oh, and there's definitely going to be a free out there, and the referee, I think, is going to blow. Well, I'm not sure what that whistle was. I thought it was a final whistle, but he's not. He's trying to say calm down, boys, because it's got a little bit out of hand there, and it's happened 1 or 2 times in the last 5 minutes or so, and the referee said stop it. Calm it down. A little bit of help from Eamon. And the towel going in as well. So we're staying on for the presentation, but I'm not sure where it's going to be. Hopefully they'll come over close to us, because it's over on the far side. I'm not sure we'll see it. So the cup will be presented. I think Mike is here, Mike Hyland, the chairperson of Higher Education GAA, to present it. And he's actually from Salthill, I think, is he? Salthill Knocknacar is the local club, and I think he's from this area. He doesn't live here now. So 66th minute of the game, and there is the final whistle in damp Dangan in December. And it's University of Galway who have won and made a little bit of history. It's the first time ever that the college has done the double. They won the Ryan Cup a few weeks ago, and now they have done the Electric Ireland double in the league. And so they are set up for the new year perfectly by winning both competitions, and they deserve to win tonight. Great goal early in the second half. UL came back at the end with a Coughlin goal, but it is the home team who have persisted and who have won here on a difficult night, 10 days before Christmas. But it's been great to be able to bring the broadcast to you and to show you this game tonight, and it's always good to see the top hurlers in the country playing for their colleges, and it's been a terrific, entertaining game. As I say, what else would you be doing on a Friday night 10 days before Christmas? As I say, I'm now looking around to see a little bit of silverware emerging, to see a presentation of the cup, and hopefully we will be able to bring that to you. For University of Galway, their captain is Colm Cunningham from Moycullen, just out the road. We're on the road out to Moycullen here at the Dangan Sports Facilities. And there's somebody out getting an interesting photograph there, a lady in the blue. And it is, I think, probably 2 lads from the same club. Is that what it is? 3 and 14. It's number 3 for UL is Conor Flaherty, and Conor Walsh is the 14. They're not actually from the same club, but she wanted the picture anyway. She must have a reason for that. So all the players are around that middle area, and I presume our chairperson is in there somewhere. And we will have there, see him now. There's Mike. And if we can get him, if he can come over to us, we will get the cup presented. It's University of Galway there in the maroon, Limerick beyond that, and we will arrange for that to be done down in front of us here, and we'll get a microphone out as well, and hope that we can catch the comments that are being said as well. So we're going to arrange that presentation now. Mike is here, Mike Hyland. So, and he's got an umbrella out as well. Might steal that. So they will bring the players over. Not sure if there is a Player of the Match award, but we've had a few votes for Diarmuid Hannafy. So I wonder, would he be your choice? We'll take any other contenders even at this point. So players in, having a chat. UL being brought over. So hopefully they're going to bring them right over. As I say, we'll go out and try and catch some of what has been said by Mike in his speech, and then by the players. There's Mike O'Connor coming over as well, so they'll all follow Mike, as they usually do around here. So it's University of Galway creating a little bit of history. Thanks to Jack for that information. He was telling me a short time ago that University of Galway, whether it's UCG or NUIG or University of Galway, have never won the Football Hurling League double, but they have now. So nearly ready for the presentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the microphone and go out and get it in front of Mike so that you'll be able to pick up what he is saying. So where's my microphone? Got it now. So be a little pause and then we'll pick it up.
Obviously the two teams are well used to playing each other the last number of years, but it's a very good game, and I've no doubt I'd be very surprised if you didn't meet again at the knockout stage of the Fitzgibbon Cup after Christmas. Hard luck to you, UL. You've obviously won a lot of cups lately. So it's changed not to be winning, but look, you've been very strong the last few years if it's given cup level, and no doubt you will be again. And well done to Galway. It's the second time in 3 years that you win in the league. It's good to see Galway very strong year in, year out in Fitzgibbon Cup level. It's good for Galway obviously, but it's good for the college here as well. So I'd like to present the Division 1 League Cup without further ado to Colin Cunningham for Mulcullen.
Nice. Having much to say now, just thanks a million for everyone showing up, to all the players and training away the last few months. We're putting in serious work, to all the management. Thanks a million, and we'll just drive it on now and go win a Fitz. That's it now. Yeah.
If you can just turn around there, they can do all their stuff. I just want to ask you a good question here with the camera on you here.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know that it's the first time that University of Galway have ever won the football and hurling league double?
I actually didn't know that, but that just shows the work that's going on behind the scenes, and it's great to see Galway doing so well in both codes.
Well, you're doing something right, and it sets it nicely for the new year. A little bit of history is a nice way to finish for Christmas.
Oh, definitely. It's a sweet one just before Christmas. So we'll enjoy this now, and we'll regroup again and go again in January.
You really regrouped after half time and came out fighting in the second half. What happened there? Because you really lifted your game and sort of won the game in the third quarter there.
Yeah, I suppose it's something we spoke about at half times. We needed to be tighter, work rate needed to be better. So we just had to up that, and thankfully we did.
And your subs obviously made an impact as well. Gavin came on at half time, did well.
Gavin and Charlie Mitchell as well, scoring 3. So fair play to the lads,
And the goal obviously was crucial. That was about 6 or 7 minutes in and came from a bit of a mistake. And you can't be hard on defenders in these conditions, but you really punished them.
Yeah, the goal was key. Fair play to Alex there. He put it away nicely. So came at a good time. So thankfully we pushed on from there.
And you mentioned the Fitz in your speech. Now, I didn't mention it, you did. But a lot of times the people say it's going to be different after Christmas. What are you thinking?
We'll drive it on again now, and we'll keep the heads down, and hopefully, UL have best the last 2 years, so it'll be nice to get them back this year.
And is that what tonight was about as well? You wanted to beat them here in your own backyard, and especially in these conditions, you wanted to get stuck in. You weren't going to let them beat you in Dangan.
Yeah, well, I suppose that was in the back of our heads, but this is kind of a different team against last year, so new group of players, so something for us to play for this year.
Brilliant. Thanks a million. I'll let you go because we want to get the pictures taken there. Well done, Colin. Thank you very much. So there you go, University of Galway. A little bit of history tonight. We were at the league final a couple of weeks ago. They won that in the Ryan Cup in the football, and tonight they've completed the double. So history in Dangan. That's about it. This is our last stream in higher education GAA Electric Ireland competitions before Christmas. 10 days to go to Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed it tonight, and I wish everyone a happy Christmas.